My driveway's filling up because I've just been given a car that I don't want. Welcome, ladies and gents, to the extraordinary Citroen BX. I've just looked up today's car show and unfortunately it does involve the M4 motorway, so I can't cycle there. I'm gonna have to take this in. Now this is a diesel from the early 90s and apparently there's a small balloon here you have to squeeze multiple times to prime the fuel system to cold start. The MG starts better than this. Come on. That looks attractive. At first, no one knew what to do. It was the school disco, with everyone hanging around the sidelines to see what would happen next. Although I tell Jezzo I never bother because it infuriates him. I saw him rolling a Reliant Robin onto its roof the other night. I put my helmet on. Oh! 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 Oh, it's smoky. There we go. Well, yeah. We're gonna be late. This car, I tell you, is not a car for anyone in a rush. Not only is it completely and utterly the slowest car I've ever driven, it's a non-turbo diesel from the early 90s, basically 80s technology. Look, I've been flat out this whole time, but also, if you're gonna start it in the morning, just be prepared to defrost the windows on the inside, because that happens. Interior is as ghastly as you would expect. It's all very square. The only curve is the steering wheel, which, yes, it's of the era, but no, it's not very nice. And this window isn't really sealed very well. So at anything over 50, you can feel a bit of wind come through there. I don't think I've reached anything more than 40. Look, there you go. That sums it up. I am flat out, and that Lerner Moped SV thing is overtaking. I didn't mean to let the Volvo out, but he just had so much time in front of me. Wipe the inside of the window down a bit more. After this roundabout, we reach open roads and speeds of 70-ish miles an hour. This car is owned by James from the channel Roads to Rust, and he's lent it to me. I told him not to, but he just dropped it off. He dumped it at my house, and I thought, well, if it provides good fuel economy, there's a bonus. But the Citroen BX is probably the worst car I've ever driven. But this car was more commonly known for being used by the YouTuber Also Alex. James gave Alex this Citroen, and Alex drove it all the way to Paris, and then I think Alex then gave it to a friend who James took it back from because it still belonged to James even though he gave it to Alex. Now he's given it to me, but I'm not gonna keep hold of this car. I'd like to tell you what revs we're doing at 60 miles an hour because it feels quite high for a diesel, but the rev counter doesn't work. So that's great. And when you hit the windy country roads, in a way that's when this car comes to life because it's got the best suspension of any car I've ever driven. Unfortunately, this road isn't particularly bumpy, and what it does have is an incline. I'm in the wrong gear, right? Fourth, flat out. We're going 40, 35, third, 30 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour. I am flat out. 25, okay, we're hovering around 25. We're not getting any worse. Sorry, BMW behind me. It's always a BMW, isn't it? I am flat out. This is Church Lane. This is particularly potholy. Not that I felt a thing. Oh my God, there's cows. Oh, it's quite busy. Oh dear, sorry. Oh, I've just had a great idea. There's no spaces available, so I'm going to park with this Oldsmobile and slam it down. I am going down. I'm dropping. So welcome to the Renegade Brewery, the West Berkshire Cars and Coffee, and back to the Citroen. It really is a piece of automotive existence, and here is the categorized area. That is a panel that's different to the rest of the car. It's had impacts here, you can see, and a lot of the panels don't line up at all. It's also had maybe a bit of a side swipe here, massive dent there, dent there. These aren't original. but they're just as rusty as the rest of it, so they match quite well. Scratches there. That doesn't line. That's loose. That's good. Around the back, yeah, there's a bit of impact there, like a dog's had a chew. It's tow bar, like you'd want to tow with something already this slow. And then also side swipe all the way down here with the beautifully colour matched touch-in job. But other than all of that, it's still awful. And it's got rear doors. And I think these are the original seats. What? What does that mean? Well, these are the original seats, and then in the front, it's got, oh, maybe it's because the lights are on. There we go. And then that's from a different car, and then this is from another different car. So it's got 3 cars' interiors in it, and then about 5 people's junk as well. So if I open the door again, ah, lovely, I fixed it. What's James been eating? A chicken Caesar wrap. Oh, he's a cheese and onion guy and a Lucozade guy, 2 things I despise. We've got some alloy plugs. This is full and unopened. Buffalo wing peanuts. And then in the boot, we've got blinds that I'm gonna put, oh. No, I'm gonna put them up. You've got this lovely button here to open the heavy boot that I've been told is self-closing, another thing ahead of its time with the section. So, oh, here it goes. Right, let's see what else there is here at the car meet. Of course, the Porsche's got its bonnet open to display its engine. It's got V6, 3 litre. Now, when I arrived, it was full. And I'm glad I arrived when I did, albeit late, not late enough to not get a space. Got a lovely Porsche 911 there, look at that. Ford Galaxy, another lowrider. Then you've got the Mercury in front of it, another lowrider. And is this Mercedes probably equally as low as a bit of a theme? But the reason I'm coming this way is because of what's in front of the Merc, and that is the rare BAC Mono in the Golf colours. A car for people with so much money but no friends. Only 1 seat in the BAC Mono, no roof, no weather protection at all, and in terms of a windscreen, look, it's about the size of, I'm not going to say it. Now, this being the first event back in the year, they didn't have any kind of booking or any costs to attend, and I think that's why it's so busy, because it's free to attend. I also want to show you this Westfield that's just turned up, because this has a turbocharged SR20, so it's powered by a Nissan Silvia S14 unit with interior, yes, and the weight of a packet of Haribo. But at the top car park, back again, we've got the best car of the show, I think. Lamborghini Revuelto, Nero Nemesis, matte black paint job with yellow details on the interior, the calipers as well. But after a little time in the brewery, I've brought some bottles of cider. It's an estate car, this can definitely fit these in. We need to do better. So I've come to IKEA to really test out the storage capabilities of this car. Right, so let's see what we can do. I reckon we can, quite easily fit in literally any piece of IKEA furniture. Oh, self-closing stopped. I had quite the spicy pizza at the Renegade Brewery, so I'm going to go home, deposit the pizza, and then go to a car meet in the BX, an evening meet. Let's see what they think of it. And that car meet is the Solo Car Club. They're meeting up at Beaconsfield Services, and I'm going to lower this so it is so low. It's already slow, so now it's going to be so low, and that's why I'm going there. So let's see what is turning up here tonight. Oh, there's a Deadpool Fiesta without a reversing light working currently. Speed bump who? There's an AMG GT. Another speed bump to be taken at speed in front of the crowd. Haha, as if it wasn't there. I think I took all 20 of the people that are here by surprise by doing that. Oh, another speed bump. Here we go. And as if it wasn't there. Oh, of course, with rally lights. Right, let's drop it like it's hot. There it goes. Oh dear. Oh, that's definitely. Oh dear. Edith's done a wee. We've maybe overheated. I hope it's not anything to do with the. Come on. Okay. Right. It has gone all that. This is part of the suspension system. I don't think it's come from that. It's brown, suggesting it's Oh yes, water. It's overheated. Did it have any? It's quite a substantial puddle. Right. Do we have any? Like, if this is deionized water, then James, your car has done away. It's overflowed. I presume maybe that's why you've got this. Right, does it actually have a temperature gauge? No, it's got the oil one, it's got fuel, and then they're just kind of lights that don't really light up. Thing is though, having deionized water isn't really a clue, because putting more water in it just means more water is going to come out of it. It's got an overheating issue, and that's what the issue is, whereas that's not going to solve it. Whilst the police roll by, the car meet is in full swing. Quite a few have turned up. There's a nice Peugeot from the Max Parrott era, amongst others, and I'm just trying to work out what I should do in this instance. I think I'm just going to have to top it up and... Oh, that's romantic. No, not romantic. The opposite. It's disgusting. Oh, it's done it. No, okay.
It's stone cold, but that's still bubbling.
Well, no, I think it's just pressurised.
Yeah, I think it's pressure, because what comes out isn't actually that warm. Is it going to stop? No.
Who knows?
I think I'm just going to have to wait for it to cool down completely, because it must still be warm if it's coming out and pressurised. So I'll look around the car meet, see what else goes on, then we'll tackle getting home after that. I think the most similar car to the one I brought today is this Lada, a matte black Lada Riva. And then we've got this Land Rover Discovery with an exhaust that's off. It's a TD5. I think he's trying to flex. That's what's going on. That awkward moment when you take your exhaust off to flex and you have to jack the car up to put it back on again with the most pathetic jack in the world. What is that? You couldn't jack up a Civic with that.
Do you need to yank it?
Someone's got a supercharger and they're making funny... Is it a supercharger or is it just a bit whiny? That's better. It would have been the Audi with the supercharger. That's my favourite. Definitely not the busiest, but it's winter. Let's go see what the s***'s doing. It should have cooled down by now. There we go. This should be fine. Absolutely fine. There you go. No problems whatsoever. It's just very brown. So, have we got... There is a lot of water in there, and it is still quite hot. So I don't think it needs any more. I don't think it was overfilled, because I've been using it all day. And I don't think there's a blockage, because all the temperatures of the hoses all seem uniform. The radiator's cool, it wasn't hot, so it's anyone's guess. It's just going to have to be a careful drive home, because there's no temperature gauge on this car, and evidently it's a car that needs it. Thanks, the French. Just going to have to bite the bullet. James has given me his permission to start it up and get myself home and hope that it's okay. You got oil, that just stays down there apparently, it just does. And you got the diesel, how much fuel you've got, not much. And then apparently there is a light here, but as soon as it turns on, that's when your engine's dead. And the light isn't on, it didn't come on at all. So it's going to be something of a nerve-wracking drive home. This is awful. No. Here we go, entering the main motorway. Keeping an eye on all the gauges that tell me no information that I need. So hopefully, I'll next see you once I'm home. Oh, I need to get in front of the gritter. Don't want this car to fall apart at all. It's a race. I am literally flat out. The gritter's in the middle lane. I'm going 50, 60. Yes, this is an undertake. Well, no, it's a merge onto the motorway. I just managed to get there before the gritter did. Maybe I shouldn't be driving flat out, but I'll catch up with you, hopefully, once I'm home. Well, I made it, and it doesn't seem like there's any steam coming from the bonnet. So, thanks, James Road to Ross, for lending me your absolute pile of shit. I've really thoroughly enjoyed my day taking it to a few car meets and worrying about getting home. So if you want to see more action like this on the channel, let me know what other cars you want to see me test. It's my unique way of road testing a vehicle. I take it to a car show. Talking of car shows, Adam Seafest tickets are in the video description on the 5th of May, but I hope you enjoyed this video with the Citroen BX Estate. I forgot to mention it is a rare estate model, but I'm sure you'd notice that, especially with the IKEA trip. Oh, I need to unload the boot. Can't be bothered. But for now, thanks for watching.